Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will learn match function in Excel. We will everything about match function in Excel. And match function is always used to locate the position of a lookup value, which can be in a row, column or in a table. It means that it will give us the row number or the column number in which your lookup value resides. And it supports exact match, approximate match and wildcard match for partial matches. We will learn everything later in this video. Arguments of match function. There are three arguments of match function. Number one is lookup value. It is the value whose position you want to find out. Lookup array is the data set or a table from where you need to find out your lookup value. Match type can be of three types: 0, 1 and -1, and we will learn every match type step by step in this video. Match types. 1 is used for approximate match, 0 is for exact match, and -1 is also used for approximate match, and 0 is used for wildcard match. So exact match, like here I have some lookup values which I need to find out from this table. That is, here I have some stationery products and their prices, and here I need to find out these lookup values from this table. So here you just need to type your match function, that is equal to match lookup value. Lookup value is the value which you want to find out from your table. So this is my table and I need to find out chart from my table. Then lookup array. Lookup array is your table from where you need to find out your lookup value. So this is my data from where I need to find out my lookup value. And then match type. Here I will type 0 for exact match because I need to find out the exact row number in which chart resides. Then close the bracket and then press enter. So here I got my answer as 2 because here in my table chart is in row number 2. And now if you need to copy and paste your data in rest of the cells, first you need to freeze your table. First you need to freeze your data from where you need to find out your lookup value, that is from B5 to B16 cell, and it needs to be freezed with the help of F4 key. And then press enter. Now copy it and paste it in rest of the cells. So here I got my answer, that is A4 sheets is in row number 10 and sketch pens is in row number 11 and so on. Now from my column numbers, if I need to find out the column number of any text, then again I will use match function. My lookup value will be my unit price which I need to find out, and my lookup array would be this from B4 to E4 because my lookup value resides in between these columns. And then freeze it with the help of F4 key. Then comma. Then 0 for exact match and then press enter. Now copy it and paste it in rest of the cells. So here I got my answer as 3 because my unit price is in column number 3 from here, and my quantity is in column number 2. So this is how we can use match function in Excel. Now here as you can see that A4 sheet is in row number 10. Now if I change my lookup value to scale, so I got my answer as 7. Now again if I change it to sketch pens, the answer is 11. So if you want to make a list of all your products, then also you can make it with the help of data validation. simply put the cursor anywhere where you want to make your data validation list, and then go to data, and then from here select data validation, and then from this box select list, and in source select from pencil to pencil colors, and then press OK. So here my list is ready to be used. So if I select books, and now if I use match function here, equal to match, and then lookup value would be books, and my lookup array would be this B5 to B16, and then freeze it with the help of F4 key, and then 0 for exact match, and then press enter. So my books is in row number 4. Now if I change it to anything else like sketch pens, now my answer would be 11. So this is how you can use data validation and match function. Now approximate match equal to 1. So here I have my data, and approximate match with 1 as a match type will find the largest value that is less than or equal to your lookup value. Let us understand it with the help of this example. And first of all, you need to sort your data in ascending order like this. I have sorted my quantity column in ascending order, and then now I'm using my match function equal to match, then my lookup value is 240, then comma lookup array. My lookup array would be this column, that is C5 to C16, and then freeze it with the help of F4 key, and then here I will use 1 as my approximate match, and then close the bracket. So here I got my answer as 5, because in this column I didn't have any lookup value which is equal to 240. Here I have 235, and then after 235 I have 248. So my lookup value, which is 240, resides between these two values, and my 235 quantity is in row number 5 and 248 quantity is in row number 6. So it always looks for a value less than 240, and the value which is less than 240 is 235. So that is why I got my answer as 5. Now copy and paste it in rest of the cells. So here in case of 310, I got my answer as 7, because here the value more than 310 is 320 and less than 310 is 300. So 310 resides between these two values. So that is why I got my answer as 300, which is less than or equal to my lookup value. So that is why I got my answer as 7. So it means that match function finds the largest value that is less than or equal to your lookup value. So my 7 answer, that is my 7 number row, is less than or equal to my lookup value. That is why I got my answer as 7. Now in case of 450, I have 380 which is less than 450 and 490 which is more than 450, and here I got my answer as 10, because it shows me the value, it shows me the row number which is less than or equal to my lookup value, and 380 is less than and equal to my lookup value. That is why I got my answer as 10. So this is how we can use approximate match by using 1 as a match type. Now approximate match by using -1 as a match type. -1. It finds the smallest value greater than or equal to your lookup value. So before understanding this example, first of all your data must be in descending order. So first of all you need to sort your quantity column in descending order, And for this you can select your area like this, and then go to home tab, and then from here sort and filter, and then from here you can select largest to smallest, and then continue with current section, and then click on sort. So this is how you can sort your data in descending order. Now let's understand it. Equal to match lookup value. Now here my lookup value is 480. These lookup values are in approximate values because we are using approximate match type in match function. Lookup value is 480, and then lookup array. Here my lookup array is C5 to C16, and then freeze it with the help of F4 key, and then here I will use -1 as match type, and then close the bracket and then press enter. So here I got my answer is 2, because for 480 resides between 380 and 490. So here match finds the smallest value greater than or equal to lookup value. So here it finds the value which is greater than or equal to your lookup value. So here that is why I got my answer as 2, because 490 is greater than or equal to my lookup value. Now let's copy and paste this formula in rest of the cells. So for 240 I got my answer as 7, because I got my answer as 7 because 240 is between two numbers, that is 235, which is in row number 8, and 248, which is in row number 7. So it always finds the value which is greater than or equal to your lookup value, and 248 is greater than or equal to my lookup value, and 245 is less than my lookup value. So that is why I got my answer as 7. So this is how we can use approximate match with -1 as a match type. Now wildcards. So here I have used star and question mark. Two types of wildcards are there. Number one is star. Here it matches any sequence of characters. If I type star after typing some letters of my text, and here I have typed star before some alphabets of my text, it works in both the situations. So equal to match lookup value, my lookup value is PE star, comma, lookup array would be this B5 to B16, and then freeze it with the help of F4 key. Then again match type, here I will type 0, because wildcards always works with exact match, that is 0. So here I got my answer as 1, because a text starting from PE is pencil, but here I have also another text which is starting from PE, which is pen, but it shows the answer as 1, because it always takes the value or the text which is first in your data, and pencil is first in my data. So that is why it finds pencil in the row number 1, and it stopped finding out the characters, because pencil is in first in my data. That is why I got my answer as 1. It ignores the rest of the text which starts with PE after finding one text in that particular area or in that particular table. Now if I copy it in rest of the cells, so here I got my answer as 7 for ALE. So ALE is scale. I typed star, and after that I typed ALE. So it find out the text which ends with ALE, and it is scale. So that is why I got my answer is 7. A4 star. It find out the text which is starting from A4 and then star. Star indicates star. Here star is indicating as sheets. So that is why I got my answer is 10. Now wildcard with question mark. it matches any single character only. That it means that if there is question mark in place of any single alphabet, then only you can use wildcard in your text, like this, equal to match. Then my lookup value is this, and then lookup array would be this. Now again freeze it. My lookup value is pencil, that is K6 cell, and my lookup array is B5 to B16 and then comma and then 0 and then press enter. So here I got my answer as 1 because a text which is starting from PE and ends with CIL and there is one alphabet between that text is pencil only. And then copy it and paste it. So here I didn't got my answer. Typed question mark in place of C, but I forget to type L here. Now if I type L here, then I will get my answer as 1. And if I forget to type L here, then I will get my answer as NA, because there is no alphabet, there is no text in my data which is starting from PEN and ends with I only. Now again if I type another question mark in place of L here, then I will get my answer as 1 because I have typed 2 question mark in place of 2 alphabets. So this is how you can use wildcards which matches only a single character. How we can use wildcard with the help of question marks where it matches only a single character. Hope you will like this video and thank you for watching.